Stan Jabalisco here. A little advice for all you writers when your book has come out. You've checked it to be sure that all the corrections that you made in the galleys have been done. And if they haven't, you've let the publisher know for the next printing, when you've smelled the binding, when you've done all of those little things, and when you've gloated for a while. Here's what to do when your first review comes out, especially your first negative review. And believe me, if you get any reviews, you're going to get negative ones, because there's a lot of hostility floating around out there. And if they want to take it out on you, you can't do a doggone thing about it. On the other hand, sometimes you get negative reviews that are valid criticisms and worthwhile criticisms. But increasingly these days, I have to tell you, some of them are just gratuitous rants. And a few of them, if you'll go to my Author Central page on Amazon.com and read a few of the reviews of some of my books, you'll find that some of the people have valid criticisms of my books. Others just want to attack me. Some of them like my stuff. Some of them even claim to be fans of my stuff. But there's one way back in Teach Yourself Electronics, Electricity and Electronics, 3rd edition. I believe it was the 3rd edition. Someone wrote a rant saying that the book was a devil's scroll and ought to be burned. and I almost responded to that one. I almost said, now you tell me. I should have named the book Teach Yourself Satanic Electricity and Electronics, and it would have been a bestseller. But you can't respond to reviews like that. For one thing, some of these people are psychos. For another thing, so, they might come burn your house down. On the other hand, you're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to carry on. You're supposed to take it on the chin when they give it to you. And you're not supposed to give up. You're not supposed to let it get you down. Even though it's going to get you down, you mustn't let it make you quit writing. If that's what you like to do, that's what you're going to do. And damn the reviewers, full speed ahead. And if you have any further problems with it, you can take a grain of salt with it, or no salt in my case because of my high blood pressure. Pepper is optional. But if you really want to be like me, I know, how could you possibly, but if you really want to be like me, you can put that salt and pepper on octopus. Got it at Walmart. The stuff is cheap. Seems like nobody but me wants to eat octopus. And nobody but me has the gall to stand out here in the black holes of South Dakota, United States of advertising and tell you to write whether the reviewers like you or not. You know, I've noticed one other thing, though, on a little bit more serious note. Some of the books of mine that have sold the best have not gotten that good of reviews. And some of them that have gotten the most glowing reviews have bombed in terms of sales. So whether you get good reviews or not, and sales aren't all that matter either. You know, you've got to write what you want to write about, and you've got to write stuff that people are going to like to read, even if it's only a few people. But when you see those reviews, let me warn you, some of them are going to get pretty rough. Part of the being a writer, part of the writing life, besides sitting around in your office feeling literary, once in a while you really feel like a jerk. Or like somebody's trying to make one out of you. But remember, when somebody writes a review like that, they're always saying more about themselves than they are about you. Stan Jabalisco signing off. Until next time, so long.